exist in degrees on this circle of space, matter, and time. Almighty nature is the one supreme being that exists as all space, all matter, and all time. And when you're saying that different conditions exist, called heaven and called hell, they are actually almighty nature moving degree by degree, either away from the other or towards the other, or vice versa. When the universe itself, this represents the entire universe, when the universe reaches this point, from after descending into the negative on the left, or evolving, this is the period that most scientists call evolution. They say it means descent by modification scientifically. Descent means to go down. It means things are deteriorating or actually decaying into their negative form. It's not a positive state for you to say we're evolving. A lot of people say they're evolving. That means they're going towards the negative. They're going down towards the lowest point. That's evolving. Then you have another form, which we won't go into right now, when the circle drops out of the universes, and that's chaos. But this is order, and this is chaos. And that's the figure 8 that almighty nature moves in. Right now we reach this point on the circle of space, matter, and time, and we're going up. This is revolution. This is why I'm against the position that most people have, that they say that revolution is going to be this static event that takes place in which some persons are going up against another set of persons to kill them with guns. No, that's not what revolution is about. Revolution is the reverse evolution, the reverse of evolution. The negative back up to the positive. This would be considered, on the circle of space and time, would be called spring. When things spring back to life. This is winter. See it now? That's how almighty nature works, even in an annual or short-term form. So why not in a long-term form? Yes, we went through evolution. The animal world, the devil world, death. The bottom half represents death. But this is the point of resurrection, when we start going back up to its most highest and positive standards of life. The heavenly half, that right there, this would be the original cycle. Life is the original of everything. Death cannot exist without an original form in life. That's the origination cycle.
Yeah, you didn't die and then come to life.
You have to live first before you die.
You have to live. Lifestyle comes before.
So this is origination. And then this would be the decline of origination as the opposite of evolution, and revolve, or to reverse evolution. This is origination, which is the decline of origination.
That's how you know who was here first, the living of the dead.
That's why this on the circle, in seasonal terms, would be called fall, because the circle falls. And counterclockwise is the motion of everything, because counterclockwise is the position of order of the universe. That's why the sun rises in the east, sets in the west. It dies scientific death. This is the story that they get in religion, that says that the sun had to come down to earth, be buried and crucified. You see the crosshair? Buried and crucified, dies, and resurrects back to life after his 3 days and 3 nights in the earth, in hell and death, until he grabs the keys of eternal existence and resurrects again.
Is this
It's the story of the sun.
I mean, what I'm saying is, like, the way what they're doing, is, which we all know is metaphors, but the story of the resurrection is
the story of the sun that they plagiarized.
exactly.
And put it in a
that's the story for another time. You know, that, you know they plagiarize it.
To create religion and other systems to control people. But when we had the story, we realized that the story was our story, because we, as a race, are personifications of the sun.
Yeah, ain't them 3 days are from the 21st to the 24th of the resurrection.
Yes, so they say.
Right.
So they say. But the 21st is, when you have a certain, the winter solstice,
Getting
And
ready
they
to come.
say on the third day he rose again, supposedly, you know, the 3 days and 3 nights in the earth.
And that's when it started revolving again towards springtime of life.
Yeah, but you can't confuse these because this is the long-term side of the story, and there's a short-term annual side of the story also. So this is the long-term version of the story, in which each one of these quarters occupies 18 million years. So the entire circle, because 9 is the total existence of anything. If when you explain anything, 9 is the God, the King, and the ruler of all numbers. And this is 72 million years. If you add 1 plus 8, that's 9. 18 million, 18 million, 18 million, 18 million, that's 72. And 7 plus 2 is 9. 9 is the number that represents us as a race. We're the only human race that can compass or go all the way around the circle of space, matter, and time.
And
We're the only human race. Now, the other straight-haired races, they came about here. Evolution. Death. When the universes reach hell and death. This is when the spirit beings who exist with us, or as the persons, also persons of Almighty Nature, they exist to represent death. Spirit beings represent death and the dead, and we represent life and the living because we're physically living. And they have no blood of their own, and that's why they require in religious teachings that they get sacrificed, because sacrifice is blood, and blood is the life.
And the wine is drinking of the blood.
Drink of my flesh,
Yes.
drink of my blood, eat of my flesh.
Exactly. So that's where the confusion comes in. People are just confused by religion because religion is born in symbolism. It actually operates as the negative philosophy science when we are in death and in mental death.